There we go. Aha. Good morning, my crafty creatures. Ah, it has been a day. I had a fantastic day off. I got a lot done. I'm actually just before I swapped over, I've been working on my signage for my booth, and I've been utilizing AI art for my signs, just because I want to get the signs out there. I'll work on I'll work on better stuff once I get going on. Uh, I do need to start going through my stuff and organizing and packing. Um, I have been working on getting all my displays up and going, because July is gonna be here before I even know it, and I need to put my nose to the grindstone. So I've been making price tags, well, not price tag signs, but I've been making signs displaying prices, and some of them are cutesy, some of them are just straightforward, and I gotta heat up the laminate machine because I'm gonna laminate them. I intend on keeping them. Tomorrow, I won't be here. Tomorrow is just so full for me. I know I don't normally stream on Wednesday, so it shouldn't be any huge surprise. Good that you're still alive. I've been stalking you vicariously through Dragon. I figure I figure we can have like a designated stalker so that you don't get overwhelmed with a lot of people stalking you. See, and that's honestly that's how I function. Just because I don't like directly interact with you doesn't mean I'm not watching. It's kind of creepy, I admit, kind of creepy, but it definitely gets the job done. Um, so today is a bittersweet day. Today is the anniversary that my bestest boy Rune passed. It's been 4 years that he's been gone, and it is also the 1 year anniversary of finishing Hogwarts. And while I do not promote or stand for anything that J.K. Rowling says, I like Legos. So today, much like any other, when I'm working on Divine, at least when I'm working on all this black, I have a goal of 400 stitches, which I hit yesterday. I hit it. Just barely, but I did. I'm finishing up the column that I didn't get done yesterday, and then I'll tackle another one. But after stream yesterday, because it's been absolutely glorious and I've been loving it, I went outside and I was cleaning my yard. I did not get called into work, which was phenomenal. I oh my goodness. I My doctor tells me that this thing going on in my throat is acid reflux. So I don't know what to tell her about that, because I've had my meds and it's still happening. That's what that's what my doctor told me, is that the roughness in my throat is due to acid reflux. And I'm like, okay. So I just stay hydrated. And I try to get the yuck out of my throat. That is never going to happen. But yeah, I went outside. I spent an hour and a half playing with the dogs. I got my backyard down to one small pile of leaves and debris that I need to get out. Last year I didn't even get halfway done my yard. Um, but I think I'll probably get it done before work. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go out and throw the stuff for the dogs today. I'm not really feeling like super worky today. Even though I have to go to work, I'm just not feeling super worky. But finally putting my nose to the grindstone. I'm gonna print my signs up on nice paper. I'm gonna have so I have because I best place to get photo paper or anything like that is like the thrift stores, because people throw out like printer paper that they've spent like gobs of money on, and I'm like, yes please, yes. So I have some nice heavy resume paper, um, that I'm gonna print my price tag signs on, and then I'm gonna laminate it so that I can hang them up near the items I'm trying to sell, and not have like awkward awkward half stuck on price tags. But I also need to I've come across all of my storage and my luggage stuff in cleaning my attic. So I need to clean that out because mice got into some of it. Need to I need to toss anything that's been destroyed by mice. Friday I won't be here because I'm getting eye work done. So no stream for me. And I'm also keeping track of if when I disconnect is when the mail truck gets here. Oh, ads. Because I have theories. I don't really consider them conspiracy theories, but I have theories. I was so glad for not being called in yesterday. I was willing to because I know many hands make for a lighter load. So I don't mind help. But not gonna lie, super glad I didn't get called in. Mhm. I got I got 6 um bookmarks done. They're all sealed and then polyurethaned, and I have 2 more left to do, and then I'll seal and polyurethane those ones. And then I will go glue crazy and put some nice fabric on the back of them. Mhm. I got quite a few half-done projects all the way done yesterday. And of course, that being said, I'm starting a new project. Well, no, this one's actually a pretty fast project. It's just a little bit of painting and then some stencil art. So, but it's gonna um, just kind of inspired by things I've been hearing through the news media. Um, this will be one of the few that actually is gonna have a title. Um, it's going to be called uh, and you'll understand once I start showing it off. It's going to be called Ukrainian Wolves. I'm going to take some of my acrylic paint on a piece of canvas and do the yellow and blue, and I'm going to blend it together. And then I'm going to take my wolf stencil, and I am going to paint 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 black around the wolf stencil, and I'm going to have the yellow and blue Ukrainian colors in the stencil shape of the wolves. So that's what I'm planning. Oh, just a reminder, because I already know Jules has entered a little bit. The books have come in. They are autographed, and I will also be sending a pen as well. So it's in. It's purple. It's beautiful. It is signed. Let me try to open it without. Not that it's a huge deal. I could do a 3-hour drive and I could get them all signed, but it is signed. Tell your friends. It's only 200 points. Dragon's even being nice, and Dragon's not entering because she entered last week or last month. Full disclosure, I have not started the small cross stitch project that I'm giving away for presents this month, which is the Pride DNA Helix with the heart around it. If you look on my website in the cross stitch patterns and or kits, It's there to show off a pattern. I have one. I have a picture somewhere. That's all I can say is I have a picture somewhere. Um, but that's June's presence is the DNA helix heart. Um, I was like, I did turn on my overhead light. It just feels dark in here, and I don't know why. Because it's maybe because it's just so bright outside. But I have two books. I have two signed copies, and I have my own signed copy too. But again, I can just drive 3 hours and invade her privacy. I can go in and invade her space and be like, "Yo, woman, I want an autograph." Yeah, here, lady, sign these. Oh, those situations. Uh, oh my goodness, I'm a bad person. I oh, it's out of reach. Um, I've been off stream. I've been like severely rotating through crafts and whatnot. Like I have, and mind you, it's not done. Let me see if I can wheel over without running over a dog. So, one of my test patterns is a arm dragon. Now, it doesn't have its head yet, but it wraps around. I love the floofy of the tail. Um, but I'll be finishing that probably today or tomorrow. And I'm gonna make a few of those for my next market, see how well they sell. Oh my goodness. I did get my little T-Rex done. I'm pondering whether I want to make a couple of these. This is just the prototype T-Rex. He might have a home already for someone who's like, oh my god, he's so cute, and it's he's so cute. But I've been hemming and hawing because I don't really want to go into dinosaurs. I'll humor putting him up on the website for made to order, but I still haven't gotten that far yet. But the arm dragons are really cool, and they're relatively simple. I don't want to say that they're not difficult, because while they're simple, there's a lot of moving parts going on there. I find wire work crochet to be a balance. Okay, there's that. Mm-hmm. Now we're in the part where I have to pay attention. So I try to watch the streams of the people that I love and adore when I can, when I'm home and when I have the spoons. Yesterday, yesterday while I was making dinner, um, Siberian Derpskis logged on, and uh, I enjoy he has I enjoy his voice, but if you've ever watched any of his videos on TikTok or YouTube, he has two Siberian Huskies, Leia and Archer, and I love when you read the captions. The emojis that he uses with the captions are just like fantastic. Like they completely express the entire situation. And I had the opportunity to watch a bit of his stream yesterday, and I was very amused. I was not disappointed. I hope when you say walk, it's only like to the kitchen, to the couch. Because I don't want you walking any amount of distance. Chickaboo. Because, like I said, I'm stalking you vicariously through Miss Dragon, and I am geographically closer. Okay, okay. I do remember saying you were at school. Mm. So, what's up with the drama in the school? Okay. I get it. I get it. Hello, dragon. If dragon is in a space to elaborate, I will not say no, but I can wait. Mhm. Oh, oh. I am if nothing patient. Husband creature and I were talking about that last night. Um, how I tend to, for all intents and purposes, I tend to get over things easier, or faster, which bless his heart. Now the truth behind that is can I live and let live, forgive and forget? I absolutely can. but I forgive. I don't forget. Um, and that's the thing is I can put up with bad behavior. That's not a problem. I can put up with incompetency. That's not. I can put up with hypocrisy. Doesn't bother me one bit. But you only get so much leadway with each one of those errors. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, that is very frustrating. And I can even tolerate incompetence. I just the level of treatment you get from me depends on how much of that other stuff I have to deal with. Like at work, someone doesn't do something that I know that they're supposed to do, and I know that they have time to do. Doesn't bother me. I will do it. I have the time. And I acknowledge openly that I have the time to do shit. I just need to be told it needs to be done, or I need to be asked. Those are the things. I don't find it too hard to do. I will rearrange things so I can do it if I can. And if I can't, I will tell you. Yeah, I just got done showing off the signed copies. And the pens. Cause yeah. Hello! Hello, stranger. Yeah, so this morning I get a picture from Dan here. He's like, you might have more than 40 dollies, but do you have a Warhammer 40K My Little Pony army? And I'm like, no, I don't. But now I have that in my head, and you know, I do have Magic the Gathering cards that are My Little Pony, though. And in that same breath of air, Dan was like, I really need to get back to painting. Bitch, I got a job for you. Now that you've shown me all those My Little Ponies, I got a job for you. I'll even like I'll even like try to like huck paint over the. Now we started with a dark, a black market lumber war because 2x4s were apparently the thing. Now it's anything. It's literally anything but paint. I will huck paint over the border for you. And I already know your prices, and even for one of them, even for one of the smaller ones, I'd be willing to huck up for one small piece. uh, we'll just like have like something over near. Are you actually anywhere close to Niagara? Cause I have spatial issues like on bigger than like a room. Um, a room, I'm great. I can rearrange a room and be like, yeah, that'll fit there. This will fit here. I'm great. Geographical locations? No, no. I have no sense of scale. Like I was floored when someone was like, yeah, Los Angeles is over 500 square miles. I'm like, the fuck? Because I am a small town rural creature. So I have, yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. You also, you guys have also stumbled upon a word that most Mainers have issues saying, which is rural, because our accent has the ahs that are gone. Um, so that double R is tough. Oh, and that, yeah, that's the thing, is like my brain goes, nope, not even paying attention to that. So, oh, that's cool. Oh, I remember going to. I've been to Niagara. I've been on the Canadian side and I've been on the American side. Um, and I was like 8 years old, and we went on the walk on under the falls part. My dad thought it'd be a great idea, and I am I'm not a large creature. I'm not, and I was very small as a child. I like to think I'm big and tough, but I'm really not. Um, I'm balancing it. Dangerous, yes. Physically imposing, not really. I can hold my ground. I'm built well, but I'm not physically imposing. And I almost got swept underneath, like the fall, because the deck had didn't have, it was the early 90s, so there was nothing to do with safety. But the deck was covered in algae, and I slipped, and I got hit with the water, and um um yeah, that's a story that I tell. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so I just got done there. Okay, so here we are. And there we are. Okay. Yes, it was definitely a go at your own. I had a blast. Like, there were signs. Enough, ma'am. I have the entire critics row behind me right now. Pixie, enough. I will shut you out. Is OSHA a thing in Canada? What's your OSHA called? Is it still called OSHA? These are questions that I never thought to think to ask, but I know OSHA is definitely American, but is OSHA also Canadian? Okay. Today on the fuck? But yeah, I almost slid under the rails. My dad caught me. So I'm here to tell to regale you with that story today. And and I would do it again in a heartbeat, because it was really cool. Okay. We're going back up to the top. Okay, well the A doesn't matter because I think it's just association. Occupational safety for health. Yes. Occupational occupational, yeah, safety health. Yes. There's no A. It's fine. Uh it's all the same. Associ- association is fine. Uh I that so we will, yeah. Yeah. Fun suckers. Oh. Oh. Fuck. I don't know. Fuck sucker sounds like a porn job. How about fun suckers? 8, 9, and 10. There we go. But fucksucker sounds kind of like an alternative name for a fluffer. Hey, hey, I gotta have my fun. Okay. Let's see if I can actually get my eyesight so I can see the top of it. It's one of the things when I start designing my upstairs video space is there's going to be less conflict in this area here. I did a little bit of work up there on Saturday, or did I do? Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or Sunday night that I did a little bit of work up there. I've been trying to get all the yuck dust out of all the small areas you don't think about. 6, 7, 8. I am. It's Canadian OSHA. Here in the world of Raw Creature, it is Canadian OSHA. That is it. So be it. We will toss it into Niagara Falls, and we will watch it go over into the mist and potentially hit an 8-year-old at the bottom of the deck. But yeah, so I'm gonna start hucking paint over the Erie, so that I can get my My Little Pony 40K army. I'm not cool enough to mod anybody's streams. I barely mod my own stream. I only get to be a responsible adult in one location at once. Most of the time it's work. Cajun is on quite a bit. So I feel you there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to come mod for me. I don't pay anything. Doopy-doo. Oh yeah. So I am dragging my face through that. I suggest Upwork. I'm actually getting ready. I'm working on my profile, re-upping my profile and skills for Upwork for side hustle gigs. But I got to the second interview of a job, and then I had to wait 2 weeks. And to their credit, they gave me a phone call. But yeah, I got turned down for the job I was aiming for. But it's given. I've been focusing on working on my portfolio and my programs and stuff like that. So best I got. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm damn close to having applied to near 2,000 jobs. So, and none of these jobs are super advanced. They are well within my skill set. It's just my one big project that I had, I can't show off because it is for a previous company. So, I'm working on my own version of a big project so that I can show it off. But it's nice outside, so I like to spend a little bit of time outside these days. Oh my goodness. Today's gonna be a good day to go see how the fan works in the attic. I've left it running. I've left it running for a bit because it's been hot and it's moving the air in the attic. So, but I need to I need to get up there and see how well it works on warmer days. I need to start now. Now that I've gotten everything like baffled and like I've got the base level skeleton done, I need to start getting the structural skeleton all done. Like where my doors are gonna go, where my desk is gonna go, where the ceiling is gonna go. I think I should start with where the ceiling's gonna go. Okay, have fun. Um, yeah. I mean, I think it's humid outside. I don't know. I'm a bad judge of weather. Whew, but I'm a good judge of lower back pain. That was fun. Mm-hmm. Ugh, still drives me bananas that the last column has the page break like halfway through it. Oh my goodness. So I'm doing the full column, but it still bothers me. So I'm like I'm almost done the page, and well, that's true. I'm doing by column. No, it's nice and sunny up here. I think the high is supposed to be like 73, so it's a nice temperature. But it is supposed to get yuck here soon. So I like the app that I use. I use WT Forecast. It curses at you. It swears and it's funny. And just to reiterate, I know you guys already know, but when I suggest things, I don't suggest things that I haven't already tried or trusted. Like when I say Upwork, it is it does. It's kind of like, I hate to use this comparison, but it's kind of like Craigslist, where there are absolutely skeezy scammers out there. Don't get me wrong, skeezy scammers. But at the same time, there are a lot of really good, like, just spot jobs. Like, okay, I just gig work for remote people. Like, I'm gonna be looking there for like small projects to get done. Oh, hey, I need to have this taken and translated, and I'm gonna start building up my experience that way. I need this video edited or whatnot, something like that. Just building up my skills and getting a portfolio of the work that I've done built. Let's see, what am I sitting at? That's a good question. Let me. Okay, so WT forecast is done by Nightcat, and I love their logo. Contrary to what some people seem to believe, I can't control the weather. Okay, so this is what it says about weather today. This weather is fucking awesome. You better, if you just experienced winter, but it's terrible if summer just ended. So it since we've just been through winter, it's great weather. It is 20 degrees Celsius. We got 73% humidity, so it sucks. Our dew point is 58. I might do that for a little bit. Not to make you jealous, Dragon. I haven't picked up a book in a while. I think the last physical book I finished was American Gods, which was phenomenal. Nope, Straw Girl. I lied. But Straw Girl was a weird balance. I mixed it between digital and the actual copy. So. But the last physical book I read cover to cover was American Gods. Oh. So if I disconnect, the mail truck is here. So we're playing games. I really enjoy just having my 2 marking points. That's funny. He came, he went, and I didn't lose connection. So. But it's best 2 out of 3. That's what I do. Like, just because it doesn't happen one time. Oh. I said something. That's the problem, is I said something. I disconnected just as he passed. So there's something going on there. There's something going on there. But now I have to Google for it because ADHD. I am. I am back. Let's see. Yeah, I just said that I got the mail truck had driven past and I still had good connection, and as it drove past, it disconnected. I'm like, really? So, and the internet says, oh, you need to check your junction boxes. I'm like, I watched them get connected. There's good connections, but goodness knows. Hmm. I'm going to try to be preemptive today. When I get home from work, I'm going to set up all my bills so that in theory, they will be paid tomorrow when my pay not Wednesday when I get home from work. Not to Yeah. Wednesday when I get home from work. Set up all my bills to be paid, so in theory they all pull out on Thursday instead of having to wait over the weekend to play, hey, what bill still needs to be paid? I've been considering pulling my Wi-Fi from the broadcast spectrum, and just anyone who's connected is connected. Like not making not having it be a public broadcast, which I think is, if I disconnect, actually I'll wait till after stream. I was like, if I disconnect, I disconnect, but I'll wait till after stream. I also need to move wires around in my house. Like I have areas where I need to ooh, potential spam. I'm not gonna answer. They can leave a message. I have up here in Maine, it's called Fidium fiber. I have a fiber optic line. Um, as long as I can power my modem, I can have internet when the power's out. Um, and mind you, I could just drive the Prius up next to the house and plug the modem into the Prius. Hmm. Um, but I just need to just need to change a setting to take my Wi-Fi name off the public listing, and yeah. If I need to, just manually connect everybody. Because all my guests, I turn on my guest Wi-Fi. I don't have guests very often, so my guest Wi-Fi doesn't get turned on very often. And I think Fidium is Comcast. I think. But ultimately, it narrows down to just one. There's really only one or two companies running everything. So, and I wish I could say I was being conspiracy theorist on that kind of thing, but I'm not. With the rules and whatnot, shell companies go to other bigger corporations. It's like Pillsbury. Pillsbury is owned by Kraft, and Kraft. It just goes up a line. Like I in 8th grade, I had to do an archaic PowerPoint presentation about about branding, essentially. Yeah, that's why I went over to Fidium, is to get rid of Spectrum. They're the evil overlords up here. There are a couple of companies, but last time I went with a local internet company, I got fucked over. And I had been with them for like 20 some odd years, and they're the gall of a customer service representative was what pretty much ended it for me. Is I called them to say, hey, my phone line's been knocked off my house. Can you have someone come put it back up? Which is well within their purview as my internet provider. But it was during one of the Verizon strikes, and they're like, well, Verizon's on strike, so I'm like, I didn't ask for that. I asked for you to pick it up off the ground and put it back up on the house. And reattach it, which any of their subcontractors could have done. But they told me, nope, we can't do it. Don't know how to help you. And so I went, well, sorry, but I need the internet for my stuff and things. And I went to Spectrum for 10 years. And then Fidium came along, and I was able to escape the evil clutches of Spectrum. But Fidium's just as bad. There's no winning. But my internet is faster when it's not busy going out. And legitimately, it only goes out when I'm streaming. And it's only when like the mail truck goes by, or any big work truck, I should say. So I'm gonna try pulling my Wi-Fi off the public list and see if less things try to connect to it, even though my Wi-Fi is locked down pretty decently well for... My Wi-Fi is kind of special. Because it's my fucking Wi-Fi. It's my Wi-Fi. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I appreciate that opinion not being expressed on my stream. Yeah, see, I tried that and they kept upping my price without telling me. And when I got mad about it, they're like, oh, that's just how we do. I'm like, My email is so old that it had TWC, Time Warner Cable, as its suffix. My civility has so a lot of my patients, a lot of people see as me getting used as a doormat. Now, mind you, don't make deals with the Fae is what I tell people. Um, because I am exquisite at watching and seeing and paying attention. Don't make deals with the Fae. And I am also the godfather of favors. So you want something, I'll get you something. I won't even ask for anything in return. But there may come a time. I appreciate the she's version of and yes, while not all the she are pleasant, I appreciate the regality and backhandedness of the Fae courts. And that is how, my friends, I keep my civility. Woohoo! Second 100. So 200. Oops. I need to go down 10 first. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I also, like, for me, if people don't like me, that's okay. Like, do I want people to like me? Absolutely. I want people to like me. I am very much a people pleaser. But in utilizing therapy and my work experience and my life experience, it is okay if someone doesn't like me. I do have to remind myself often, it is okay if someone does not like me. They don't have to eat at my table. They do not have to snack on my snacky foods. I have some pretty fucking good, darn good snacky foods, but they don't have to do that, and I don't have to let them. And that has helped me remain patient. I can stay civil for a few moments. I can maintain my dignity, and my mother also helped in my front facing masking is wounded animals don't show that they're hurt in the wild. So it's an interesting concoction of how I mold and shape my mask of my existence. And we don't bury our dead. No. We use science and fire and farm animals. Science, fire, and farm animals. Always got me like, oh no, teeth don't burn. Well, that's when you use a pulverizer and you pulverize things. Get a get a small tamper and a cement pad. You won't have anything left over. I also have the patience to stab something as many times as it takes to stab one of these. So, and yes, dragon is a great good. I like to use people for their strengths. I am not a confrontational person. If you've worked me up to the point of confrontation, then you done fucked up. Like, just like if I spend energy to actively destroy your life, you done fucked up. Because most of the time, I am very easygoing. Yeah, but you gotta have access to the ocean. That's sometimes the trick for some people. I mean, I have access to the ocean. I even have access to decent sized boats. Oh, la la la. I'm waiting for the ad break to end. Got 15 seconds. Okay, so the ad break is over. Kelpie, you have plenty of strengths. The fact that you are still here and talking to us is a base level strength. And I will not shout again if I have to raise my voice. If I have to make noise. That should be the better one. It's not that I won't yell. I don't like making noise. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué lengua? I get it. So, I'm gonna sound like a motivational poster. Motivational poster time! Um, you cannot control someone else's actions. You can only control you and how do you respond to them. I know people say this all the time, but once you stop, you think about it, and you start enacting it, life gets a lot easier. It's kind of like how people seem to think, um, like direct care providers, home health aides, like a lot of the field that I work heavily in. A lot of people get in for the perceived power differential, where there is none. The moment you release that you cannot control someone's actions, you cannot control someone's feelings, they're going to do what they're going to do. Even if you tell them no, they will find a way to do it. You just do what you need to do, be able to document what you need to do, more so in my job, and know that you did what the best that you could do. And brain fart, inspirational brain fart. The freedom that comes with that practice is amazing. And it is practice. It's not like you're going to wake up one morning and go, I'm not going to worry about what other people are doing and I'm not going to feel it. No, it's an active practice. I wish I could wake up and be like, yeah, I'm not going to feel feelings. No, that's not how this works. Yes, I do have a signed copies of the book. Signed copies of the book. It's pretty. It's purple. It's signed. I got my claws yesterday. They were what I wanted. They're glorious and beautiful. And remember, tomorrow's Work in Progress Wednesday. I'm going to try my darndest to actually... I keep forgetting to post. I mean, I get home pretty darn close to Wednesday morning, and sometimes I just post then. Ooh. Today is apparently Don't Bend That Way Tuesday. But I'm hoping, guys, hope for me that Saturday does not rain, because then I can crawl under my house and I can start lifting it back up from the shit show that it is and start that process. I have faith you can, Dragon. I have faith you can. Name of my game is I need to make a bookshelf wall is what we're going to be doing. And potentially a bookshelf door. Like making the dining room kind of like a hidden room. Because I want to... Well, not necessarily like a hidden room, but we can shut it in the bookcase, shut it, and it's a bookcase that looks like it belongs there, or have it open and have it be a throughway.